Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video all about the new Makeup Geek blushes. They just came out earlier this week and I'm super excited to be doing this video. It was very highly requested to do it, but I was gonna do it anyways because I'm so excited about these blushes. I've been anticipating the arrival of these blushes for so long, and I'm just a Makeup Geek fan. I love Makeup Geek, I love Marlena. If you don't know, Marlena is the creator of Makeup Geek, and she does have a channel of her own here on YouTube. I'll link her down below, or you can just type in Makeup Geek. She was actually the first person I ever saw in the history of time doing makeup tutorials on YouTube. My mom ran and grabbed me and was like, Jaclyn, there's this girl on YouTube that's doing makeup. And I was like, what? So yeah, I just love Marlena. So I'm just gonna talk about the blushes now. She did come out with 13 fabulous colors. They are all very different from one another. They're so beautiful. So this is 11 right here, and then the other two that adds to 13 are here in these compacts. So if you buy them in the palette, they are $9.99, so let's just say 10 bucks. And then for the compacts, I do not know the price, but I'm sure it's $1 or $2 more just because you have to pay for packaging. If you are not sure if you want to get it in the palette form or the container form, I always suggest getting it in the palette form because it's just so much more user-friendly. It's all right here. When you travel, you can just take things out. They're all magnetic, move it to palettes, put shadows in with it, and it's just so easy and compact as opposed to rummaging through compacts and things like this. So that's just me personal. Also, this palette that I have right here is a Z Pro palette as opposed to the normal ones that are this size right here. This is a Mac Daddy compared to this one right here. So Z palettes do come in all different forms. I'll link down below where you can find Z palettes and all that. I'll link every single thing I talk about below in this video. Also, really quickly, I just want to mention my background. In my last video, I got so many comments from you guys saying that you love my new background. This is just the opposite side of my room, and I wasn't planning on this being my new official background, but I'm honestly just so sick of being just shoved in that corner over there that I just wanted to change it up for just a minute and sit in front of this vanity because I feel much more open to my room and not sitting in the corner. It just felt like I was cramping my style and I was just losing inspiration, and I don't really like the way that corner is decorated to begin with. I want to redo it in the next couple of weeks. So I'm just sitting here because I feel very much more open. I can see my entire makeup room. I feel very more refreshed and just zen. So anyways, this is not supposed to be my official background, but if you guys like it, then I can kind of go back and forth. Let me know. If you hate it, then I can go back to the corner. I don't want to go back to the corner. Okay, so let's get into these blushes. I'm just gonna go through them, not in any particular order or anything, and I'm going to show you exactly what the colors are and talk about the textures and all that jazz so that you can decide if you want to go ahead and purchase some for yourself. So the first color I'm going to talk about right here is one of my absolute favorites, but that's just because I gravitate towards anything coral or peachy or anything like that. And this one right here is called Bliss. This is such a perfect true peach shade. This is a matte blush. It does not have any shimmer in it, but for some reason when it's on the cheeks, it just makes you look like you are glowing from within. It's very hard to explain, but it's just the exact color of peach that they created it to be that just makes you look so glowy. It's absolutely beautiful. If you like peach, Bliss is your blush. My grandma would love this color. She's obsessed with peach. This is called Summer Fling. I'll show you it next to Bliss. As you can see, that Bliss is so much more peach and this is way more orange. I absolutely love, love, love Summer Fling. This is the first one that I gravitated to as soon as I saw this palette because I love anything that has orange in it. I love that intense, strong coral. Are you kidding? Yeah, I'm obsessed. So as you can see, this color is extremely pigmented. It is not chalky whatsoever. It goes on so smooth, but again, this is totally matte. This is gonna be so beautiful on anyone who has a slight tan in the summertime, especially if you just do maybe a little bit of bronzer or a very light contour and then put this on the apple of the cheeks. I'm so excited about this color. I think it's my favorite in the entire palette, so that is Summer Fling. Summer Fling. I'm just gonna knock out all the warm shades first because that's how it's laid out in my palette, warm to cool tones. So we're just gonna keep going down the warm train and we will hit cool tones next. And this next one is called Smitten. This is described on the website as a pale creamy apricot, I believe, and that's exactly what it is. It is such a perfect apricot shade. It's just gonna warm you up and again make the cheeks look so summery and just like you're glowing but without adding any shimmer. So beautiful. I love this color. This blush right here is next in line for my favorite in the palette, and this is Infatuation. This again is a matte shade, and it is a very deep terracotta warm color. I absolutely love this. As soon as I opened up this palette, this was just one of them that I was like, depending on your skin tone, you can use this as a blush, a bronzer, or a contour shade. It is just so beautiful, so universal. This is a shade that pretty much everybody can own, and you can make it work somehow. I love that it's matte and it doesn't have shimmer in it because you can mix it in with your bronzer, and it's beautiful for summertime. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready for it. I don't know if you're ready for it. Ah, are you ready for it? Oh my gosh, this one is so beautiful. This is the shade Romance, and I have to say that I think this, it's in my top 3, but it might be my number 1 just because of the beautiful shimmer that is in this blush. Sorry, my hair is all up in my face. This is so gorgeous, and it's so creamy. It is insane. Like, I'm not, oh my gosh, swatching on the back of my hand like gives me goosebumps. Like, I cannot even deal. As soon as I tried it, I thought, okay, this is so similar to NARS Orgasm, but even prettier, even creamier, and even more buttery and more pigmented. So Orgasm on steroids, if you guys are familiar to that. It should be called Orgasm on steroids. So pigmented. It has an underlying gold shimmer in it. It is just so amazing. I am wearing this right now on my cheeks, mixed in with another blush I'm going to be showing in just a second. Especially for summertime, if you don't want to just do a highlight on the cheekbones, you can just take a little bit of that, put it on the cheeks, and just like, oh, such a beautiful glow. So I'm way too excited. I can't even get my words out. This is the other blush that I am wearing today, mixed in with Romance on my cheeks, and this is called Spellbound. This right here, I really don't have much to say about it other than it is extremely universal, and it's a blush that nobody can hate. Like, it's not too pink, and it's not too orange, it's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's right in between. It's really gonna look beautiful on absolutely everybody. It is just a gorgeous blush, and I really don't know anyone who has a blush extremely similar to this. This is very different in the blush cosmetic industry. I don't know what it is about this specific one, but whenever I dip my brush into it, it's like it just goes so far. It is so highly pigmented. So I love this, and again, I have that and Romance mixed on my cheeks right now for this little situation. This next one right here, it is called Honeymoon, and it's the only one that I'm not like, oh my gosh, I just love this, because it's just not one of those blushes that I personally gravitate towards. But it is gonna be great for those of you who, let's say, are very fair in skin, and you like that light, like frosty pink with a little bit of glitter in it. It has little tiny flecks of glitter. It is super pigmented, just like the rest of them. It's just not my personal cup of tea. But for someone out there who is extremely fair or more warm in tone, this will be beautiful on you. This is a love affair. This is such a beautiful, bright, mid-tone pink shade. It is just so universal. Honestly, this is a color that the palest to the darkest of girls can all wear. It is just so gorgeous. But it can be so intimidating because it's so bright, and so many people just neglect it because honestly, like, whoa, that's intense, and that can be kind of scary. But what you want to do is just take a natural hair brush like this, a white hair brush, and just literally tap it like pink, and then go in and just sweep it around the cheek area, and it's not gonna be overly pigmented. It's not gonna look like that. You're not gonna look like a clown. It's literally just gonna make the cheeks come alive. It's gonna give the face life, and it's just gonna look so fresh and feminine and summery. I'm having a love affair with Love Affair. This next blush right here is called Head Over Heels, and this has a shimmer in it. This blush right here just takes me back to like 2008, 2009, because these were the types of blushes that I just absolutely loved. The undertone in this reminds me of the shade Well Dressed by MAC, but it has such a gorgeous shimmer in it. It is so pretty. So if you like your cool tone blushes, this is absolutely gorgeous. This, again, you could wear a blush and then take this and lightly dust it over, and it's just going to make it come alive and really make it pop, since it has a beautiful shimmer effect. This right here is called Secret Admirer, and this one reminds me so much of the Nicki Minaj 2 lipstick that came out from MAC. This honestly, this color screams Nicki Minaj to me in general, because it's just that color that she always wears. Lips, blush, shadows, all of the above. It is that lilac purple color, but it's gonna be a color that you can wear easily because of the fact that it still has some pink undertones in it, but it's so fun. So again, you can apply this very lightly, and it's not gonna come off like purple on the cheeks. And this is also something that I would recommend not using a lot of bronzer or contour with. Sometimes I go in with colors like this with absolutely no bronzer and contour, just on the apples of the cheeks for just a little bit of that summertime glow. This is Rendezvous. I am so excited about this shade. I have not worn it yet on my own cheeks. I have just swatched it, and I'm so in love with it and excited to try it. This blush is honestly gonna look so gorgeous on those of you with very dark skin. It is so pigmented, it's so creamy, and it is a matte shade. It is just like a straight up purple, honestly, but it has a beautiful pink undertone in it that's a cool tone. It's just freaking gorgeous. I'm so excited about this. It's so different. I have never seen a blush color like this, I don't think ever in my life, so I'm pumped about Rendezvous. So that completes the palette, and now I'm going to show you the 2 containers. So the first one I have in a container is called First Love. It looks like this right here, and it is very light in shade. This is a very light, almost pale lavender. It almost has some white undertones in it. This is a shade that anyone who has a bit of a tan is going to have to be careful applying, because it can make them look a little bit ashy and stand out in kind of a negative way. But what I love about this is that she really did create this for those girls who are just very fair and have a hard time finding a beautiful blush on them. I think it's really cool that she honestly created so many blushes for so many different skin tones. Last but not least, we have the blush Hanky Panky, which I think is such a cute name, and the blush itself is absolutely beautiful. This is a bright, cool tone pink. It reminds me so much of Barbie in such a good, positive way. It is just so pretty. I'm so excited to try this. And again, you guys, don't be scared of these bright colors. I know from working at MAC all those years, women come in and look at these bright colors and they're like, oh God, no thank you. But once you just try it on with just a light dust on the cheeks, it just makes the face come alive. It is just so beautiful. And the great thing about these bright pigmented blushes, they truly look good on the palest to the darkest. We can all wear them, which makes it so universal. All right, you guys, so that completes this video. I have to say, I am so impressed by Makeup Geek blushes. They are so absolutely beautiful. They're so pigmented, they're so blendable. And the best part about it is that there is a shade in here for every single skin tone, which is just awesome. So I hope that you guys enjoy. All links will be in the description bar as always. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you so much, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.